Look at me. Pay attention. COVID-19. I tested positive 10 days ago. I want you to know this. I only do this to let people know. I know a lot of people are on here. I just want to educate people from the side of somebody who didn't believe in it, who didn't think it existed. I don't think it existed. If you are 30 and under, you are probably not, you're going to be asymptomatic. So you're not going to show any symptoms. Maybe 1 or 2 days you'll have a cough, you'll have a cold, your back will hurt. But listen, they release you after 10 days of testing positive. 10 days. If you're positive, 10 days. If you're negative, 14 days. Because you were around somebody, they don't know if you're going to catch it, so it's 14 days. If you test positive and you go through your stuff, it's 3 days after of no temperature, they release you back into the public. So pay attention.
So I've had a lot of people asking, will there be a second wave of COVID-19? The answer to this is 100% yes. Now, the main questions that scientists still don't know are two. One, what will the magnitude of the second wave be? How many people will get it? And the second one is at what time will the peak occur? Now, before I answer this, let's look at some of the historical data from the Spanish flu pandemic. So this is a well-known paper, 1918 influenza, the mother of all pandemics. So for this pandemic, there was 3 waves. This is an amount of deaths per 1,000 people over time. The first wave was in June to July 1918. Second wave started in September to October, peaked in November. And the third wave was the next year, February and March. And we could see the second wave had the biggest magnitude. So now if we look at the US COVID data, deaths over time, we can see that we're just starting to recover from this initial wave. However, the number of new cases over time has skyrocketed in the last few weeks. So the second wave is coming very soon.
Florida numbers are on the rise again, so we wanted to reach out and see how everyone's handling it. You know this is all made up by the government, right, man? They've had this plan for years. You just need to smash your phones and go off the grid. Okay, yeah, ask the people who've gotten sick and died if this is a conspiracy, all right? And scoot back there, pal, 6 feet. I refuse to wear a mask. I have rights as an American. I'm putting my foot down. Do you know how uncomfortable they are? I know doctors and nurses have to wear them all day, but I have to wear them the whole time I go to the store. This is ridiculous. I'm not doing it anymore. I'm not that worried about it. I've still been going out on my boat with my friends every weekend, and, you know, we don't want anybody to get sick, but we're careful. We just don't post pictures online. Wait, what's going on? I don't have the news or watch social media, so what's COVID? You got the
Open the door, you disrespectful little bitch! Open the door! She is I swear to you, she's a freaking lowlife! Lowlife!
Dude, no, I'm not worried about coronavirus at the bars, bro. Besides, I'm pretty sure I had it back in like March, so I'm like immune forever. Like statistically, that's how it works.
So let me get this straight. You're telling me there is no cure for a virus that can be killed by hand soap and hand sanitizer.
So, we just got retested for COVID. This time, they did a throat swab, which was so much better than the nasal swab. Since we waited 17 days from our initial test, we were confident the extra 3-day buffer would give us a negative result, so we'd be clear to visit family for 4th of July. Sadly, we were wrong. The test results came back positive. My doctor said this has been happening a lot. People are showing up positive sometimes up to 6 weeks after their initial test. We canceled our plans to see family and have another 14 days of quarantining. A lot have been asking about my blood type because of recent articles on the relationship between blood type and severity of symptoms. Stay tuned for those results.
There's new information on COVID-19. Apparently it can cause male infertility and be transmitted sexually. So I'm thinking we might have a vaccine by the end of the week.